Whoever controls Britain's money supply controls the British Empire, and I control the British money supply. These words belong directly to Nathan Rothschild. These guys built such immense power that they touched everything from market trends and state financial policies to the very destiny of entire nations. Their impact is felt even today. At one point, their power reached a level where very few politicians dared to act without their backing. Most of us hear the name Rothschild and just pass it off as a wealthy banking family, but we generally underestimate their crucial role in shaping history. Nathan had another famous line, "I care not what puppet is placed upon the throne of England." The man cracked the code early on. Money makes the world go round, while kings, queens, and politicians are merely the visible faces of the coin. Nathan was just one head of the family's 5 branches, and each branch held a firm grip on the financial systems of their respective countries. From the defeat of Napoleon to financing the Industrial Revolution, they were everywhere. So, how did this massive story begin? It all started with Meyer Amschel Rothschild, born in the ghetto of Frankfurt, Judengasse. He grew up on an overcrowded, segregated, and discrimination-filled street. It was a harsh era when Jewish people weren't allowed outside on Sunday nights, couldn't visit public parks, or even walk side by side in groups larger than 2. Meyer originally aimed to become a rabbi, but losing his parents at a young age forced him to leave his studies and take up an apprenticeship at a bank. There, he was introduced to rare coins and the world of finance. Sorting and evaluating these ancient coins quickly turned him into a true expert in the field. His success caught the eye of Crown Prince Wilhelm of the region. Meyer became the prince's personal financier, court factor. This was the turning point. By earning the trust of princes and nobles, he laid the very first foundational brick of the family's future. As Meyer grew stronger, he taught his sons 2 golden rules. Always prioritize doing business with ruling dynasties. Divide the risk by spreading the family across different countries, and have as many sons as possible. Meyer sent his sons to Naples, Vienna, Paris, London, and Frankfurt. Thus, they established the world's first international banking network. Because they weren't tied to a single nation, no economic crisis or political conflict could completely wipe them out. A masterclass in risk management, wars were absolute gold mines for them. During the Napoleonic Wars, they financed both sides simultaneously. Kicking back in Paris, Brother Jacob handled the French side for Napoleon, while Nathan in London funded the British forces led by the Duke of Wellington. Predicting a British victory, Nathan relied on his own private courier network. He received news of the outcome at the Battle of Waterloo a full day before the British government did. While the market was still unaware of the defeat, he bought up British bonds at rock-bottom prices and sold them at sky-high rates once victory was announced, making an astronomical fortune. Naturally, this level of power and wealth sparked public backlash. Napoleon had granted the Jewish community equal rights, so seeing a prominent Jewish family back as enemies left a bitter taste in France. Over time, they became the ultimate scapegoats for wealth, power, and global finance. Yet they never slowed down. By investing heavily in railways, mines, and oil ventures, they became the primary engine behind the European Industrial Revolution. From Royal Dutch Shell to De Beers Diamonds, and even providing crucial backing for Rockefeller's Standard Oil, their fingerprints were on everything. They were also the ones who provided the British government with emergency funding in a matter of minutes to secure controlling shares in the Suez Canal. So, how did they keep the wealth strictly within the family? Through Meyer's strict rules. Inheritance was passed down exclusively through the male line, and to prevent assets from diluting into internal family marriages, cousin marriages, became standard practice. Furthermore, they kept their capital in highly liquid assets like stocks and bonds, rather than easily seizable real estate or physical gold. However, like every empire, their dominance eventually faced tremors. By the late 19th century, the Naples and Frankfurt branches had closed. During the Nazi occupation, their assets in Vienna and France were seized, forcing family members to flee or pay heavy ransoms. With the exception of the London branch, almost all original arms eventually shut down or were nationalized. Still, they didn't disappear. In 2008, all family holdings were reorganized and consolidated under a single company umbrella. Today, they continue to manage a massive ecosystem ranging from wineries and mining to financial advisory and asset management. Just think about it. If young Meyer's parents hadn't passed away early and he had become a rabbi, European history, the Napoleonic Wars, and the modern financial landscape as we know it might have turned out completely different.